Hello, Sergio Peralta, Science Lab with all of you. I'm going to be sharing with you different ways to use material from your home, material that sometimes you're going to recycle, or material that you have easily available at your home to make a lot of different art and science creations. And the purpose of this video is for the family to be together, working, learning together. And it's very important that the parents are supervising how the material is going to be used and selecting the material, especially because we don't want any accident with the kids. Whether you're a teacher and sharing this with your students or a parent, I advise you to make sure that use safety first. I hope that you enjoy all the different things that I'm going to be showing. And remember, whatever I make, whatever you see, is for you to have your own ideas and tweak it to the best needs. So you are free to have your own creations. I just present you very quickly different things so that I can finish this video, not make it too long, and you can enjoy it, use it, and learn it. I am going to start, and in this new format you cannot see my face, but what matters is the different things that I'm going to be showing to you. Okay? Alright. We start with these two wine bottles. They are taped to this plate for safety. This is glass, this is plastic. Add 1/3 of water and then dip your finger, have it wet, and start rubbing steadily against the rim and get your finger again wet, and repeat this process until you discover something fascinating happening. Do the same thing with a plastic cup. If by any chance you have this stethoscope, you can share with the kids, show them how it works, and it's going to be very interesting for them to hear the heartbeats. If you want to make a very simple rocket, all you have to do is one of these bottles, find a cork that fits here perfectly. Do not squeeze it too much, and then I'm adding this to find it easily because it goes far away. Just make sure that nobody is in front of this little thing like a projectile. It's cork, but we don't want to hit any face. So 1, 2, 3, apply pressure, and here we go. Now what we have here is a soda bottle, and you make this 2 holes, and this is a bird feeder. You put here metal hooks on top and bottom, and you can collect as many as you want. Make sure you add some weight at the bottom to keep it steady from flying off. And this is another very nice way to have all kind of wild birds visiting the backyard of your home. They are going to be singing for you for free. Now we have this bird this is a very nice balance toy, and you can do something like this. You need a construction wire, and this construction wire is going to be wrapped around this clip like this. Then you can this is for you to move it any way you want, and these 2 clothespins go at the end. Now let's see what we are going to have here now. And what we have here is you can change the position and until you can have it, you can have it like this. Okay, just like that. Alright, next. Get some sand, spread some sand on a plate like this, and you're going to need a very strong magnet and 2 little cups like this. And with this strong magnet, you're going to be collecting the iron mineral, which is dark, from all over the sand like this. And once once you collect it, put it here, separate it, and start all over again. This way you're going to have here a lot of iron, black iron mineral, and you can do different things. You can have fun with that thing with your own ideas. This is wax paper. You put a sheet of wax paper on a plate or something flat, and then after that collect some water with a eyedropper and start putting a few drops, just a few drops, and you can travel that drop around, or you can separate the big drop into smaller drops, and it's going to be sliding very nicely. If you have something like this ready to go to the trash of the recycling center, look what I have here. It has 18 containers, and we're going to make our first collection. This is for 1, 3 for the same, and another 3 and another 3, and this is what you're going to have. So instead of just discarding this material, what you're going to have is something like this. You label my first collection, and you're going to have 3 different metals, 3 coins, 3 shapes, 3 seeds, 3 rocks, and 3 seashells. It is going to be very interesting for the kids to be able to put together their first collection. And of course you can use it for anything you want to put there. If you can collect different flowers from your garden, from here and there, you can have this thing just to enjoy the beauty of the flowers. Or you can get some petals and you are going to rub those petals against a white piece of paper, and you're going to get different colors. I have here purple, orange, yellow, and also you can use a piece of charcoal to have black color. On a plate, you put this paper towel, put a penny, and then you can have some water on this container, and with an eyedropper, fill it up, and then predict how many eye drops do you think are going to fit on top of this penny before the water flushes out, spills over. It's very interesting because you can be guessing between 3 or more. Just guess and do this very interesting activity. This is, oops, this is a top, and you know tops are for spinning. Tops are for spinning, and 1, 2, 3. But also, it will be better when you make your own top. And in this case, I have many designs. And in this case, I grab one of these from the gallon of milk. This top, I made a hole. I put through a wooden stick, and then 1, 2, 3. If you make different designs and you make your own, you can compete against each other and have fun. Right here, you mix sand and water, and then you can have coffee filter, and then you can stir the mixture. You can put it here carefully, and you and your kids are going to be doing a separation and filtering and separating the water from the bigger material. This is not going to be purified, but this is for the kids to show them how to separate things with filters. On this clear container, you can add different liquids, and look at the order, because if you start adding first corn syrup, not too much, probably 1 centimeter, and then regular drinking water, and then cooking oil, And then if you add food coloring to the alcohol, pour alcohol carefully. And then finally, if you have oil lamp, this will be on top. Eventually you will have different layers of liquids that are not mixed. They are separate by color and density, and this is very interesting. You have three cups. You have identified them with tap water, the water from the faucet. This is salty water, and right here you put alcohol. Since they are labeled, place them in the freezer for 1 hour, and when you get them out, you're going to observe the results. You can predict which liquid will freeze or will not freeze, and then you will be amazed with the results. If you have an eggshell, you put some sand, find a beautiful plant. You can be watering the plant. In this case, I was drilling a hole in this pumice volcanic rock, and it fits here perfectly. Now I have this art and science with this beautiful plant. Just like that, very simple. If you have seeds, some bean seeds or any seeds, put them in a plastic bag. Then from a bigger plastic bag that we use for bread, a loaf of bread, put this thing inside, tie it here, and then go outside, throw it, and it's going to fly off very nicely. You can catch it, and it's totally harmless. You have a piece of black paper and another white paper inside. You use a black marker and a white out like this, and you can draw different things. And just because you are using white on black, you're going to see very artistic, interesting combinations. There are different colors for modeling clay. If you grab a little bit of this and this, you can say, okay, this is like between green and blue. Grab a little bit, the same amounts, mix them, and you are going to create your own colors. So the more combinations you mix, the more new colors you are going to have. And if you predict, it will be better. Just make sure that when you have a new color, you write what are the parent colors. Now, with this hair dryer, you can put this thing in low. Styrofoam bowl. Now, this is a simple, interesting thing. Let's make it more interesting. If you put through a wooden stick like this, let's see what happens. And then final, oh no, I still have this thing here. In a little plastic clear container, you add some pieces of eggshells, and then add not too much vinegar, and observe. You can put this on a plate in case there is an spilling, and you're going to be observing a chemical reaction. What we have here is something very interesting. You put a piece of paper, you can add this block, and you can be changing the different things. Now make sure that nothing is going to be made of glass, nothing that breaks. And you can be putting over here these different blocks, and once they are there on a flat surface, what you're going to do is this: 1, 2, 3. for the kids, this is going to be very interesting, especially when they do it. Okay, I hope that from all these things, at least one was very interesting to you. And my idea is for the families to be working together, or the teachers with their students. And then finally, I say bye bye, everybody. Hasta la vista. From the backyard of my home here in El Paso, Texas.